This is the TSG Multimedia Podcast for February of 2022. We're sponsored this month by the TSG Train Crew on Patreon. Thank you very much. I'm your host, John Abaticola. We have a different kind of podcast this month because the channel will be hosting both days of the Bay Area Layout Design and Operations Weekend event, starting around 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Saturday and going up through something like 5 or 6, and then starting again on Sunday and lasting all day, just like Saturday. It'll be a great event, and it's being simulcast all weekend right here. Because of that, I did not want to load the schedule up with another lengthy podcast, so this one will be a little abbreviated. Last month provided a couple of great live streams in addition to our weekly features that come out on Saturdays. One of the live streams was the monthly episode of Talking Trains with me and our co-host Michelle. That was especially good because we had some excellent guests, including Derek Brown, a photographer from Michelle's area who showed some awesome Amtrak in the snow shots. The only chance I had to get out in the field last month came on the 28th when we went to Sacramento to document some work that was being done on the SP 1744. Speaking of work being done on the 1744, did you see the video last weekend about the Ring of Fire? That was something you really need to check out when you have a chance. The other notable live stream came last weekend when I popped on for a few minutes to thank everyone for going over 50,000 subscribers on the channel. I just want to thank you all again right now for such an amazing show of support for the work we do here on the channel. If you're a super fan, join the TSG Train Crew at patreon.com/TSG Multimedia. You'll be glad you did, and so will we. I'm going to catch you up on this month's program schedule now. At 9 a.m. today, February 5th, it's day one of the Bay Area Layout Design and Operations Weekend. This day is being held virtually for all attendees and includes a bunch of layout tour owners offering attendees insight about their layouts with lots of Q&A time. It should be informational and inspirational. We're back at it again tomorrow at the same time for day 2 of the event, which will be both virtual and in person as the first hybrid event of its kind, at least as far as we know. This day's agenda includes clinics, panel discussions, and the Layout Design Challenge. Another day jam-packed with information and inspiration. Next Friday, that's the 11th, we have a product spotlight. Then on Saturday, the 12th, it's the Santa Cruz Northern HO scale layout with Jim Providenza. On the 16th at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, we have this month's episode of TSG Live Talking Trains with Michelle and John. I'm planning to ask Michelle about her trip to the Amherst train show last week for sure, and of course we'll have other things to talk about, including a talk about operations with Jim Providenza. On the 18th, we have another product spotlight. The next day, on the 19th, join us on the next episode of Chasing Trains. This one covers part 6 of last year's epic trip, and it includes shots from both the Durango and Silverton and the Cumbres and Toltec during their Victorian Iron Horse Roundup event. This is one you won't want to miss. On the 25th, we have another product spotlight. And finally, on the 26th, it's the return of model railroading with Jack Burgess. On this episode, Jack talks about the Yosemite Valley number 330. This is an observation car that not only exists as a model that Jack built, but also exists in 1:1 scale out in Niles Canyon. That's going to be a great show, so don't miss it. So, that's it for this month. Be sure to watch the Bay Area SIG Meet this weekend and let us know what you think of it. You can watch from anywhere in the world for free right here. I'll come back with all the regular podcast features like Catch of the Month in March. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Join us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/TSG Multimedia, and I'll see you next time.